Hello and welcome to BeamNG.drive. Today I'm taking a look at the Renault Avantime. And let's start by taking a look at the outside because this is a very unusual vehicle, and as you can see this is the profile of the Renault Avantime, quite weird to look at. While from the front it is average. I like it, it's an enjoyable sight if you look at it from your rear view mirrors. And if you go on the inside, we have a very big and spacious interiors with a big and very big sunroof. But this car, in my opinion, has two design flaws, and not this mod, but the real life car, and it is that it has only two doors and they are extremely big. And why not make a four-door vehicle so the passengers in the rear seats can go in and out easily? I don't know why. And also, the front part of the vehicle, it's extremely big, in my opinion. I always found this dashboard extremely big for a city vehicle, for a minivan. So I don't know. These were the two design flaws, because the aesthetic is nice, in my opinion. There are a lot of dull vehicles nowadays, but this is not one of them. It's just like the Multipla, the Fiat Multipla. Extremely ugly, but extremely comfortable as well. Anyway, before going for a drive, you should put the ESC at least in active mode, or maybe even disable it, because if you keep it with the blue setting, which is comfort, it makes the gearbox behave in a quite a funky way, while if you don't use it, it's a bit better. You may hear some more wheel spin, but it drives better. For the driving style, it is a minivan. You can't expect race performance from it. It has a 2.2 liter engine, but it weighs all 1.5 tons, so while it has some power, you can't expect to race in a vehicle like this. However, it drives nice, it behaves correctly, it doesn't want to kill you, which is a thing I like in vehicles. And now I'm stuck in traffic, but since we are law-abiding citizens, we can't overtake because there is a double yellow line. But I don't care because this is BeamNG and I want to drive fast with my minivan. Ah, why are you braking here? That was uncalled for, thank you. But anyway, this vehicle is nice to drive, to look at. It depends. I like it. It is a daring design. Many people didn't like it. In fact, it was an extreme fail, this vehicle. I think I've never seen one in real life. So there's that. And I'm in Italy, which is very close to France, so I don't expect this vehicle to be all around the world. Maybe just a few people have witnessed one on the street, because I don't think they sold many of these. But it drives nice. And now let's go for a big crash, because I've done some small crashes and I want to do a big one. Let's do a head-on collision with this vertex. Okay. It didn't have a very good time. And now let's take a look at my damage, which isn't the best. This mod is under work in progress, so it has a lot of things that need to be fixed. And while the 3D model of a freshly spawned vehicle looks good, the damage is not very good. As you can see, a lot of triangles, also a lot of things are missing here. Okay, it's a head-on collision, but where did the engine go? It disappeared. I can't find it anywhere. And also there are a lot of design flaws. For example, if I want to open the rear boot, I have to move the camera and find the button here, and as you can see, it's missing a lot of design from the inside, but you can't see it from the outside. As you can see, you can see through, but when I close it, it looks good. It also has these things in the doors, like here with the speakers, some parts of the interiors as well. Now it's crashed, I can't see it, because this is a port from a Gran Turismo game, if I read correctly. So the outside looks good, the inside needs some help, but it looks good, it drives nice. Let's crash it some more. This mod comes with 19 configurations, but apart from one, the Privilege V6 Top Gear Challenge, all the other 18 are extremely similar to each other. The biggest change is probably the engine, because you can have a 2.0, 2.2 or a V6, so the power increases a bit, but not that much. But probably the biggest difference is the fact that you can also have it with the right-hand drive setup, so if you want to use it from the wrong side, you can do it. However, this vehicle doesn't have that much variety overall. It's quite sad in my opinion. I would have liked some fantasy configurations, for example a race version, or rally version, or a beater configuration. But since this is a work in progress, maybe we will have them in the future, who knows. But apart from that, there are other bugs with this vehicle. For example, the Expression 2.2 spawns with a empty fuel tank. So keep in mind that you can encounter some difficulties while driving with this vehicle, while choosing your configurations. But anyway, I'm a bit disappointed by the variety overall, because for example even the Qashqai had more configurations with a bit more differences, even if it's just a standard vehicle. But anyway, I really like this vehicle nonetheless, even with the low variety, because it looks weird and I like to have unusual vehicles in this game. And now let's go and drive one more. This is the Privilege V6 Top Gear Challenge configuration. I want to show it because it is the only weird one we have. We have a comically thin spoiler and quite tall. We have very nice looking wheels, a front lip which is extremely... it looks out of place a lot. It has these lines on the roof, which I think it is a bug from the mod, because I don't understand what they would be here for. I don't know. I should go and check that episode if I am able to find it from the Top Gear series. But if we go on the inside, you will see a lot more problems on this design. As you can see, the inside it's quite not finished. You don't see a lot of parts. You can see, I can see the engine from here. All this part of the dash, it's missing. The roof, the floor is missing. I can see the underside of the vehicle. So this vehicle needs a lot of work. Other than that, this configuration is extremely loud. And wait, what? Legrand? Hey, what? I'm glad I was recording, because and he has the audacity of honking. Okay, okay. Let's reset my beautiful Avantime and let's go fast. Oh, I forgot to remove the ESC. And now let's do a lap of the Small Island USA map on the outside road, because yeah, why not? I haven't been here for a while. I want to do a lap of this road with not a very fast car, but a very loud and quite understeer vehicle. Apart from this configuration, however, this car doesn't have too much variety. Hey, you lost a mirror. And it is a shame in my opinion. I hope it will change. But I have to remember to check the updates on the forum thread, because this is an original, an existing an existing brand, sorry, let's call it brand. So it can be uploaded from the, it can be downloaded from the in-game repository. I will put a link to the thread in the comments, in the description, sorry. Don't worry about that if you want to go and smash this car yourself. But apart from some understeer, it is a nice vehicle. It's not a racing one. It sounds like it is, but it doesn't race very much. And now we are approaching the end. Oop, I went wide. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm up on my side. Let's spawn back on the road and see the damage. As you can see, this is the underside, the front lip. It doesn't look very good. It needs a lot of work, and if you go and look at it from the inside, it is invisible. So it is, yeah, meh. It needs a lot more work than you would expect, but it drives nicely. And I broke an half shaft, so let's reset my car and finish the lap of this small island, because I should be close to the end. What was that vehicle? It was an ETK? I don't know. Yes, this is the end of the lap. Wait, what is this? Oh, migration bird research station. What? I've never seen that. Okay, I need to check this map a bit more. But this vehicle, this is overall the experience for this car. A minivan that drives like a minivan, nothing fancy, and this heavily modified, let's say heavily for this minivan standard, modified configuration that drives quite nice. It is extremely loud, but it isn't a proper race vehicle, and as you can see also the boot is invisible from the inside, so this mod, keep that in mind if you want to play with it. It is it needs a lot of work. It is a work in progress. I hope it will be released fully with a lot less of this bug and more configuration, but so far this is what we have, and I think it's already good. And now it's time for the descent, since with this vehicle we can do much more than driving around and crashing into other vehicles. One more thing I wanted to tell you about this car is that also the lights placement is wrong, the indicators especially. So if I want to enable the left indicator, as you can see, the side one is not aligned with the lamp, but if I zoom in, it is. The other one disappears, I don't know why. But if we go and enable the right one, as you can see, it's even more out of place compared to the left one. So it needs a polish on, I think, every aspect possible. Maybe just the driving is good enough. Now let's go and go fast on off the ramp. So as you can see, the ghost car from the inside, and we'll see. Oh, big crash from the rear impact on that cube, and now I have to take a deep look at it to understand what's broken and what's not. Now I am even on fire. The rear axle is inside the boot. That's not good. That was the hood. No, it was a panel. I don't know what panel is that. Will I fall off? Yes, of course. Nice. Rear axle. Okay, but it landed on the right side. Okay, let's take a look at it, do a nice inspection, and you can see it is it isn't very good. A fresh vehicle is nice, but as soon as you crash it, it is quite ugly to look at. This is the exhaust, by the way, I think. You can see the rear, it's a lot of spiking and a lot of misalignments of parts. It is not the best, but it looks cool when it's intact, and it drives quite nice. It is a pleasant drive around. If you want a different minivan, there is the Lansdale from the base game, there is this one, there is the Hestia. So there is quite a choice for minivan lovers, but this one I think takes the cake because it looks the most unusual of them. I really like this vehicle. I would like one day to be able to see it in real life because it would be a nice experience. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.